Talia, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video I'm so excited to film. I know this is kind of an old trend that I'm jumping on a little bit late, but you know, procrastination, stuff like that. I'm only now doing it, but it is the how I did my makeup in high school. Now, I'm gonna film this in like 3 looks because I had like 3 stages of makeup that I wore a lot, if that makes sense. So like the end of my high school age, like when I was like 17, 18, I changed my makeup quite a lot because I got into makeup. So I wore different makeup every day. Whereas there were like 3 stages in my life where I wore the same look for like a long period of time. So they're the 3 looks I'm gonna do. The first 2, I went to 2 different high schools, by the way. One high school let you wear makeup, one did not. So the first 2 looks are looks that I didn't actually wear to school. I wore them like at weekends or to the discos or to like parties or anything like that. That was the makeup that I did like when I got home, or just like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't wear them to school, but it was during my high school, it was during my high school years. I spoke a lot there, that was like a lot of words. I'm just gonna jump straight into the first look. Now I'm just gonna take off my eyebrows because I do have a little bit of brow on, and I'm gonna redo them how my old eyebrows were. Be right back. Now I'm just gonna fill in the edge of my eyebrows because obviously now I kind of shave the ends off so I can reshape them. So I'm just gonna literally just draw a little tail so that my brows don't look totally crazy. This was like the first ever thing I did in makeup. This was how I started. Now, my mum let me have concealer as my first like product. So I went and got the Lasting Perfection Collection concealer. Now at the time this was called Collection 2000, the brand, but they changed their name. And I got it in the shade 4, dark, because I didn't understand that obviously like you're supposed to match things to you anyway. And when I first started, I was like, okay, so I'll just put it on like spots or anything. Okay. Funnily enough, this out now actually matches me because I'm a lot darker than I used to. Oh no, it doesn't. No, it really doesn't. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's still dark. But yeah, I would just like put it on any like blemishes. Oh wow, it really doesn't match me. What was I thinking when I said it matched me? And I just sort of put it over any spots I had like that. And I would just like blend it with my finger. And I realised, don't get me wrong, I did realise it didn't match me. Like this is the thing I did the first time I ever like wore makeup. And I looked at it and was like, okay, so that like made things 10 times worse. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a foundation out of this. And I went out and I bought this Nivea moisturiser, and I basically squirted it on the back of my hand, like so. I really wish I was joking, but this is how I did my makeup when I first did it. Bear in mind I also had this underneath. Took it off the end, like just mixed it like this. Just took as much as I thought I would need, and I just mixed it all together like that. And I was like, oh my god, I now have a foundation. And then I just literally took it on my hands, rubbed it into my face. Like this. Oh my god, this makes me feel actually sick. It comes out so streaky, by the way. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. And that was my makeup. It looks really good. It looks like I've got a really dodgy tan. And then as I got, you know, as the weeks progressed, I realised, oh my god, if I just put this straight onto my face and blend it in, it has more coverage. So I ended up just doing this and just wiping it on my face like that and then blending this in. Oh, it was so patchy. Oh my god. Oh my god, what was I thinking? I wasn't allowed foundation, so this was my like cheat. I thought I was so clever. I was like, oh my god, who needs foundation when your mum lets you have a concealer and you can use your concealer as a foundation? It's just not a good look. I just look unclean. I look like I've had a really bad spray tan. Obviously didn't do anything to my eyebrows because I did not know that was a thing. And also I always forgot to like clean this off my hand. So part of my look was to have like a brown spot on my hand. That was part of the Talia experience. Oh, and obviously we didn't blend it down our neck because we didn't know you could put makeup on your neck. That wasn't a thing when I was at school. So my face is now fresh and clean again, and I'm literally just gonna put my brows back on because like I said before, obviously I shave my brows now, so they need to look like actual eyebrows and not like little stubs. So next makeup phase of my life was when I was about, I'd say probably 14. So the last phase was when I was about 11, 12, now thinking about it, and now this was more like 13, 14. What I would do first of all is I'd take the same moisturiser as before because that is all I knew. I didn't know any other moisturisers existed. and I'd moisturize my face. I think I just saw someone do it once and I was like, oh, I'm supposed to moisturize. So this was like my way of priming, I guess. But I just thought I was supposed to moisturize because it was good for your skin. It wasn't because I thought it would help my makeup or anything like that. I would do that, and then I'd get everyone's favorite high school foundation. 10 points if you can guess what it is, I'm pretty sure you can. The Dream Matte Mousse. But I tried to pick up the shade Fawn because that's what I used to wear. Now, something I want to mention, my cousin is exactly the same age as me. She's like 2 months older than me. And she started wearing makeup a little bit before me. Like, she started wearing like full coverage like makeup. And she got me onto this foundation. She started wearing this and was like, you need to try it, like it's amazing. And I just bought the same shade as her. Now, her shade was too orange for her anyway, but at the time, she was tan, like more tan than I was also. So not only did I buy a shade too orange for me, I bought a shade too orange for someone who was more tan than me. So that was just poor, that was poor advice on, I blame Tasha. I'm sorry, Tash, if you watch this. Oh my God. I did not use this shade. Please tell me I did not use this shade. I would just take this on my finger. Now, my cousin used to use the little sponges. Oh my God. I actually can't. My cousin used to take the little sponges and she used to use those, whereas I was like, nah, I'm gonna use my finger. I cannot take myself seriously. Am I gonna get in trouble for this? This is not really okay to do. Oh my God, it's so patchy. But the thing is, I didn't wear this to school. This was like me just on the weekends at home. I don't really know, why did no one tell me that I look like this? This can't be the shade. Oh my God, it's so gross. It like patches up and like balls up in areas. Ew. Now, I used to actually blend this a little bit down my neck at this point. Oh my God, I'm an Oompa Loompa. Like seriously, spot the difference. I saw everyone had like that little graveyard line down their neck. I was like, no. My mum was like, you need to blend it down your neck. And I was like, oh. So I used to I didn't blend it all the way down, but I'd blend it a little bit down so the line was just lower. I'd still have the line, but it just wasn't on my jawline. And I seem to think that was okay. I'm really struggling putting this on my fingers. It's making me feel a little bit sick, just to let you know. And it goes downhill from here. Like, this makeup look gets so much worse. Like, you are not ready. Then what I would do is I'd use my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. Now, I, at the time, did not realise they had different shades. I don't know if that's because they didn't at the time or because I was just stupid, but I didn't realise. And I literally just took any big fluffy brush, so I'm just going to take this one here. I probably used the Real Techniques one if it was out, I don't know. And I used to wipe as well. I didn't dab, I started dabbing now. I used to wipe my face like this. Didn't know why, I didn't really know what it did. I just saw other people doing it and I was like, oh shit. And I just assumed that was what I was supposed to do. Then what I did is I took a little eyeliner pencil. Now the eyeliner pencil I used to use, oh God, I'm knocking my camera over. Now the eyeliner pencil that I used to use was from a brand called Prestige. It was such a good eyeliner pencil. Well, I liked it at the time, it wasn't very good. Couldn't find them anywhere. So I just picked up a Rimmel black one and I used to just literally, in my waterline, for one. I have not put stuff in my waterline for years. I've got like tiny eyes. So I used to do that and then I'd drag it down. Oh my God, old Talia's coming back. This is so weird. Oh my God, okay. So I take it right into the corner and then I just drag it down like that. Wow. And yeah, so that was my eyeliner. I didn't put anything on the top because I didn't realise that was a thing at the time. And then what I do is I put mascara on. Now, you know, you'd expect that I'd use a regular mascara, but of course the answer is no. I had to use blue mascara. So I bought my mascara from New Look, actually. I'm pretty sure it was New Look at the time, and they didn't have a makeup range. They just sold mascaras that weren't even by New Look. They were by some random brand. But I was like, oh my God, blue mascara. I need that. So I went through a phase of just wearing blue mascara. Now I couldn't find that mascara, so I just got Baby Roll in blue. If I can flip and open this. Wow. I should be stopped. Oh my God, I'm actually coming to life. I'm actually coming to life. The mascara I had was so clumpy, so I'm just gonna... Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm looking at my face like, why was this how I used to do my makeup? What was wrong with me? So, just in case you're wondering, this was my makeup. And then the last step, which actually makes me feel sick, like I didn't put contour on, I didn't put bronzer, blush, highlight, nothing, did not know they existed, was this lipstick here. Now, I only wore this lipstick in photos because I didn't actually like how it looked. I just wanted to wear lipstick, and it's the Kate Moss number 113. I don't know if they sell this anymore because I did try to look for it, but I actually found it in my collection. So this is an old AF lipstick. Oh my God, the smell of it makes me feel sick. Oh, wow. Why was I out like this? What was I thinking? It was really in fashion at the time. Everyone did their like lower lash line and nothing else. They just put mascara on, didn't do their eyebrows, and wore a foundation that's too dark and a lipstick that's too light. It's just, that was just kind of the thing. That was the theme of everyone's makeup. So I had no hope. But I'm gonna clean this off again and I'm gonna jump to my next phase, which is my last phase of makeup before I understood what, well no, this is when I started like learning and when I started to find YouTube, and I just became obsessed with this one look that I wore all the flipping time. And at the time, everyone was like, your makeup is so good. And I was like, my makeup is so good, but it just wasn't. So I'm gonna do that next, and let's jump to my clean face again. Okay, I'm back to barefaced Talia again. My eye, taking off that like eyeliner where I just like flipping dug it into my eyes. One of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. I forgot how difficult that used to be, and I used to, like, along with every other 15-year-old girl, I wasn't even 15, along with every other like 13-year-old girl, I'd constantly have dark under eyes where I just couldn't get my eyeliner off. It was like part of the look. I also got like makeup remover in my eye, trying hard to get rid of it. Ow! Now this was like my go-to makeup that I actually did end up wearing to school, because this is when I went to the Brit school, which is where like you're allowed to wear makeup because you wear your own clothes. So I don't actually remember what foundation I used to use, because this is when I started watching YouTube. So I actually started like buying just bare makeup. Like I bought so much makeup, it was ridiculous. That was the only thing I ever bought. So I'd mix between like Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation and like L'Oreal, oh, what was it called? L'Oreal True Match. I really like that because I loved Lauren Curtis, and obviously she used that all the time. I had MAC Studio. Oh, MAC, I've got MAC Studio Fix. So this is the foundation that I used to use. That was very dramatic. So I rebought this and I ended up hating it, but I used this at school. So let's go for it. I also, oh, I forgot how much it like literally just smells like paint. I also used to use like a flat brush like this. I moved on to brushes at this point. Now, I did not use primer yet. I'm trying to think, did I use primer? I don't think I did. So I'm not gonna prime. I'm just gonna pour this onto the brush. I used to just like dip my brush in kind of like that. And I'm just gonna paint it on. My skin is so gonna break out after this video. Wow. And I always used to start with my foundation, whereas obviously now I always start with my eyebrows and then I go onto my eyes and then I do my foundation last. But not back then. I don't know how people can say they like the smell of this. Some people like the smell, and to me it smells like death. Like if death was a scent, this would be the scent. I don't think you can see this properly on camera how not good this looks. But yeah, I used to put it all over my eyes, and then what I would do is I take the same powder. I used Stay Matte throughout like my whole high school career because I didn't understand that there were powders that were better. I don't like this powder at all. People on YouTube used to rave about it, which is why I bought it. But it just doesn't do anything for me. It looks kind of cakey in my opinion, but I used to start patting it on. I learned that you're supposed to pat and not drag. I didn't conceal under my eyes yet, that wasn't a thing. This is when I was like 16. This is how I did my makeup for like 3 months in a row. Like I would wear this look, exact look, all the time. And then I took my brow pencil. Now I used, I think it was the Benefit brow pencil. They don't do it anymore. It was just a regular pencil. Let me actually just get a regular brow pencil. This looks like the right color. Yeah, so let's use this one from NYX. It was exactly like this. It had a little spoolie on one side and it had like a kind of soft-ish pencil on the other side. Now my eyebrows were never like super dark, but they were quite boxy. So I used to just sort of draw like this. I just loved really arched eyebrows. And then I kind of like just filled in the front. Use that. Did you notice how I just pulled my old posing face? I fully just went in the mirror. What is wrong with me? And what I always used to remember, one of them was like round at the front. It would always just go round. and the other one would always be like square. So this was how the front of my brows look always. So I'm actually going to clean them up with a little bit of concealer just so that they're more accurate as to how they used to be. They weren't this like crazy. There you go. That was the old Talia eyebrow. That was my brow. Oh my god, this is bringing back so many memes. Yeah, I remember one was always better than the other. I always wanted them to be like this, but they ended up more like this. This is so weird. Yeah, this is fully my eyebrows. Something else to remember, at this time I had bright red, neon red hair. Like, so just imagine this with like red hair. I didn't normally put eyeshadow on, but if I ever did, then it would be just a sort of a shimmery gold and just literally just drag it across like this. Just a little touch. It wasn't anything crazy. And then I take my liquid liner. Now I don't actually have any liquid eyeliner. I used to use Glam Eyes by Rimmel, and I actually forgot to pick that up. But it doesn't really matter because I'll still do the same thing, but I'll just use my eyeliner that I use now. So I used to do the tiniest little wing. Like, I kid you not, it was like, yes, come through wing. Oh my god. This was how I used to do my makeup, no kidding. Yeah, there we go, that was my eye makeup. And then I would just put on mascara. Now, I used to just use like any Maybelline mascara or L'Oreal mascara. I didn't have a preference. I loved them all because they're actually all pretty good. Like, Maybelline do really good mascaras and so do L'Oreal. So I just picked up Baby Roll because I actually just really want to try that. I just had to delete a bunch of stuff on my camera because it got full. So if the camera's moved, I'm really sorry. I obviously didn't do lashes or anything at this point. This is so weird. I feel like I'm being transported back into like the old days. And then also on the bottom I'd put mascara as well. I used to take the shimmery shadow that I'd use on my lid, and I'd make my inner corners like the same colour. So I'd either put like a gold or a silver depending on what shade I'd used. And then I would just contour, and I'd use the sleek face form thing, and I'd just use this shade here, as you can see, and I'd literally just stick that in like my contour zone because I learned that's what you're supposed to do. I'd make it quite dark as well because I was like, I want cheekbones. But my hair always used to cover it, so it was never that bad. I think I need to start contouring again. Oh my god, it makes such a difference. Damn. I mean, obviously I would do it better than this, but I didn't really know how to use highlight that much. So I literally would just pick up the highlight and I would just sort of do this, and that was it. And I'd do a tiny bit, like that was all I would do. Like, that was it. And then lastly, for the final and most important step, is this lipstick. Now this is the exact lipstick I used to use. As you can see, I told you I used to wear it every day for like 3 months. I never throw it away just because it's like, this is like one of the first iconic makeup pieces I ever owned, because I was like, oh my god, red lipstick. And I loved this red lipstick. Like, this was my all-time favorite. I had a few, but this is the one I always wanted to use. Now at the time, I wasn't a fan of the fact, I don't have a very defined cupid's bow. My cupid's is fairly flat. I used to really like really sharp cupid's bows. I would like draw my lips a little bit more like that than they actually were. And this is literally how I did my makeup. Every day, I wore red lipstick every day for like 2-3 months. It was ridiculous. Good look, isn't it? But that is it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am so embarrassed. I cannot believe I actually look like this right now. I cannot wait to wash my flipping face off. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, obviously don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Become a member of this little family thing we have going on. It'd be so lovely if you joined. Also, if you want to keep up with me on Instagram, Snapchat, or YouTube, no, that's not my outro. If you want to keep up with me outside of YouTube, then my Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter are all Talia Mark Music, spelled just like this. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
Get all your bags, get out my house. I don't want your stuff around. I never did you wrong, but you did me wrong. So go ahead, get gone.